JYP just made their new global girl group through the program A2K. There's a lot of stuff that I wanted to make from it, so I shall. We're doing Gina's cute little shirt. Gina! Oh, poor Gina. Oh my gosh, no, because when she apologized, Mine's gonna look a little different for 2 or 3 or 4 reasons. First being, I'm using green instead of one of the pinks because I love green. But now I'm thinking maybe it should have been 2 shades of the pink because that would have like toned it down a little bit. But why would we want to tone it down? Also, I'm using a weight 4 yarn, whereas hers looks a lot lighter and a lot like, you know, smaller stitches for that reason. I don't know what the 5th was. Oh, I think my embroidery, just because my embroidery is... I don't have much experience. Basically what I did was I made a bunch of squares. They're all 22 by 22 single crochet, and I have these little grid patterns. I have the heart for the heart, obviously, and then I have a little circle that I did for the little daisy flowers. This is gonna be too big because I can't match, but that's the way all my things turn out. So who is even surprised? I did 10 of these, so 4 for the front, 4 for the back, and then 2 on each side. Technically, I guess I should have done an even number of hearts to flowers, but I didn't because I knew the hearts were gonna be way easier to embroider than the flowers. The flowers go around twice in 2 different colors. Crazy. I am not a huge fan of my embroidery. I'm not really sure how hers looks so looks like it's printed on there, but at the same time, I can't really see what's going on. Like, I just cannot see because the quality is not good enough, and they did not give me a close-up of the shirt. So I have this, but the back side of it actually looks better in my opinion because I was just doing a back stitch, but then I did the face. Not very, yeah, I don't know. So I don't know, I'll probably just leave it like this. So the hearts have smileys. I'm gonna try to do a daisy now, guessing it'll be a lot more difficult. The daisies were a lot harder and it's pretty wonky in some places, but like, it looks good regardless. You don't really notice because there's 2 of the things and it's, yeah. So for these, it's 6 petals around in the same color as the circle, and then 6 colors around in a contrasting color. Is that right? Are these contrasting colors? I don't know. I don't know the science of colors of art, but I have them all laid out now. And I just looked at the picture to figure out what way they were laid out. And also, this is why you do half daisies, half hearts, because it goes in this pattern, and then I just have 2 hearts. That'll be part of the back. It's fine. It's fine. To stitch it all together, I believe I'm just going to do the good sides facing each other and then single crochet first across here and then individually across each of these. The E-drama of today is sex education. Finished sewing it. Hello, it's upside down. Finished crocheting it all together. Yeah, I'm gonna flip it right side out. And I will say, if you want to continue the pattern, you're gonna have to make 12, which means if you want to make 12, you're gonna have to adjust size-wise of each of the things. Why? Because this is what my back looks like. Because, yeah. I mean, but it's fine because you can do like, oh, I want a blue and green kind of thing. Or like just reverse it. It's gonna be reversible. Actually, let's try it on. Oh, I thought it was gonna be too big. Oh my goodness, is it too small? Is it perfect? Oh wow. Now I'm going to do the trim. So there's like a little trim across here and the bottom. So I'm just gonna do a single crochet of, again, the pink, the same one that I stitched this together in. Can you see the stitches? Super cute. Oh, but also it's past my bedtime. I lost track of time, so I might do that tomorrow. Ta-da! Also, I seen this morning that Gina has her own music video out already, so she's doing fine. Now it's time to make the straps for this. So in this picture you can see, I can't really see very clearly because I don't have any good pictures, but there's a strap there. It's pretty thin. And then in this next photo, you can see that there's like a little piece sticking out there. So I'm guessing what it is like 2 thin, or I guess 4 thin straps, 2 here, 2 back here, and then it's just like tied at the top. The only problem is my green and blue squares are a lot smaller than my pink and yellow squares, which is so annoying. I hate that the same weight yarns are actually different weight. Like these are all the same brand, the same weight, yet this freaking happens. Like it bothers me so freaking much. So my pink and yellow are so huge that it doesn't really, I don't know. I just don't know how this works. Or did I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh, my math was wrong. For some reason, I thought I had 4 in the front, 4 in the back, and 2 on either side, but that's not the way it is. So that's what's wrong. Okay, couldn't figure that out last night because my brain is, it's whatever. It's whatever. I just need to figure this out. So this is the front because I have the proper pattern in place. I'm going to use pink straps like in the picture. I'm just going to attach to the places where I want to put the straps. So technically I should try this on, but I'll put the straps like here and here in the front, then the same places in the back. And then it can be reversible if I want, even though the side looks weird. So I just attached on here and chained a bunch. I chained 50 just because that's easy to remember. So I'll do that on all the sides. And now I'm gonna work back down the chain and just do a single crochet and then slip stitch to this next stitch. I have 4 straps and now I'll put it on and hope they're long enough. No! No! I should have put it on. This doesn't make sense. Why would they be like this? What? There's no way I put them on that. Gosh dang it. What the freak? Ah! Oh, and I can't even just like move them because I attached them at the beginning. Do I have to do it all over again? Why? I feel like a little halter. Is it the same at the back? Freak! I guess I can still check if it's long enough. Not long enough, I can add more when I redo it. Oh no, I think it's the perfect length. This is so freaking upsetting. Aw, so cute with the little bows. Literally, it's not even that, like, if I went over, what, like 3 stitches each, it would be perfect. Or am I in the wrong? I was on the wrong freaking, oh my gosh. It's over too wide almost is what's wrong. Ah, so stupid. Okay, yeah, it's too wide. It's the opposite. Okay, wait. But I'll tie it together and see if it's fine. Just overreacting before, or pre-reacting to everything. Definitely could have been moved in a couple more stitches on either side. But that being said, it's cute. The back is probably pretty not cute looking, pretty wonky looking. I haven't even looked at the back, wait. It just doesn't make sense with the 2 colors together, but it's whatever. Now we're doing Miss Most Improved KG's cat hat. I don't know if this is a proper character or what, but I do know that it's knit. It is a stocking net stitch, but like the back side of a stocking net. But we're going to crochet it with a 5mm hook, and we're gonna crochet it in the round. So I've chained a bunch, enough to fit snugly around my head, making sure this is not twisted. I'm going to slip stitch into the first chain so we can make a circle. Now I'm just gonna do single crochets for a few rows, no decreases until it gets to like as much as would be the rolled over part. So I actually switched to half double crochet just because I didn't want it to take as long. So I've done this much, which is enough for like the roll part, and then I'll probably still continue to do the regular half double crochet, no increase for the next like probably this much, and then start decreasing. So I'm at this height now, this without the rolling. I think I'm gonna start decreasing just like once every row until I get to the part where I'm gonna start doing the ears. Now I'm at this point, which I believe is going to be the point where we can move on to our next step. This doesn't roll very well. All right, so I just have this much left to go. I'll do 1 more row of 1 decrease, then I'm going to do 1 row of maybe like 4 decrease, and then I'm gonna move on to the ears. Now I'm gonna work on the ears. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crochet around here, stick these 2 together. This is on the wrong side, so it's okay to do it on the inside. I'm gonna single crochet across here until I have, oh, I don't know how many stitches, probably like 10 for each ear, and then I'm gonna work individually on either ear. It's really hard to see in the black, but I left a whole of 10 stitches here, then I single crocheted across here, and then I left another hole of 10 stitches on this side. I finished my first ear. It's so cute. This totally reminds me of freaking Deku's costume. Oh my gosh, if I was a superhero, I could crochet my own costume. Anyway, for the first row, I did an increase on either side of the round. And then the second round, I did a decrease on either side. And then the third round, I did like 3 decreases. The fourth round, I decreased in everything and then just kind of like slip stitched a bunch through both layers so I don't have to sew it later. Very smart. Now I'll do the other ear. I wasn't recording that whole thing. I just got really excited. Anyway, it worked. It looks so good and I'm so happy. You can wear it like this if you want. It's more like a bunny. Oh, wow. Relief. Time for the eyes. I did 2 circles using my 5mm hook and half double crochet. I did 11 half double crochet in a magic ring. Increased every stitch the next row, increase every other stitch the next row. Now I'm going to stitch on the black and it's just 1 single line across here. I'll probably go over it a couple times. This is now one of my favorite things that I've ever made. It's so freaking cute. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I just went over 3 times doing the embroidery for the eyes. It's kind of annoying because they don't like stick together properly, but it's whatever. And then 3 little whiskers on both sides. It's so freaking cute. Now we're gonna make Christina's. Christina! I freaking love Christina. And it's so sad because she was such a fangirl. Like I can't even imagine. Oh. She was wearing this, I think it's called a bolero. It's like a super ultra cropped sweater. This is also knit, but I'm going to do a kind of similar, well, I can't really see what the pattern is because she wouldn't stay still. Everything's blurry, but I'll do a kind of similar, I don't know, I'll do like a crochet mesh pattern. And I've actually have some experience making this because I started a few, because someone at work wanted me to make them one. So like I started this, it should be finished now. I started it and I never finished it. But so it's like across here and then this sleeve. Anyway, it's like a top down thing, so I'm gonna chain my neck first. What? Ah, words. So I chained a chain and it has to be big enough to go over my head, and if it goes over with the hat on, then it's good. I can't tell many details about hers because again, she wouldn't stay still. Just a second, when are we watching the video? Okay, no, turns out no. I'll use this method for Lexus's sweater. But for this one, instead of chaining for the neck, I'm gonna chain around for the body. And I think it starts like here. Okay, so I chained 100 and that's enough to go around here. And now I'm going to making sure this doesn't get tangled or twisted. I'm going to slip stitch into the first chain so that we have a big circle, because I'm gonna work this in the round just like everything else. I don't want to have to stitch it all together at the end, so. Now in this first round, I'm just gonna do regular double crochets all the way around. Just gonna try this on, make sure that it still fits around me after the first round. Yas, still good. Now for the second round, we're gonna start doing the actual stitch pattern. Start off the row, you do 2 or 3 chains, the same just to get to the height of the double crochet. I usually do 2, and then I'm gonna do an extra one to start the pattern. Now we're gonna count this as a double crochet and 1 chain. Skip this next stitch. It's hard to see because it's dark. And then doing a double crochet in the stitch after that one. And then after that, we're gonna chain, skip the next stitch, double crochet in the stitch after that one. And that is the pattern. Chain, skip, double crochet. Do that all the way around. To end the row, you just chain 1 after your last double crochet and slip stitch into the top of the chains that you did to start the row. And I marked 4 of the half double crochet stitches on either side because we're going to start doing the armholes. I marked the stitch just after where I'm going to continue crocheting because I'm going to be decreasing as I go in. I'm just going to be working on the front part of the sweater at the moment. So we're going to chain our stitches to get to the right height and then chain an extra one like we did at the start of the last row. And we can work into each of the double crochets that are already there, skipping the chains. Only we're not going to finish this one because we're going to decrease. We're going to stitch these 2 double crochets together like so, just so we can make a bit of a slant for the armhole and continue the rest. just like normal, we're doing the double crochet in the double crochet stitches, skipping the chains, like so. Then when we get to this next stitch marker, we will also decrease here by crocheting the 2 double crochets together. Ta-da! And then we'll just work. Stop it! We'll just work back and forth along the front. I will probably only decrease 1 more time and then I will continue like normal. It is now up to here, so I'm gonna start shaping for the shoulders because we are going to do 1 more row of just double crochet, like regular double crochet, but that's gonna be around the neckline only. So once again, I have marked my stitches. This is for the neckline, so I'm going to go across, decrease in these last 2. I'm just doing 2 stitches in there just because this is a really steep decrease when I decrease like this. Probably just gonna do 2 decrease rows, and then maybe if it's not long enough, I'll just do like a non-decrease row for the rest of the shoulder. I ended up alternating rows just because I needed it to be higher. So the first one is a decrease, non-decrease, decrease, non-decrease, non-decrease, non-decrease on both sides. And now we're gonna do the back. And the back, it's still marked where our armpit, I keep saying armpit holes, where our armholes are. So I'm just going to decrease on either side again 2 times and then just go up like normal. Back is finished. So I only did 1 decrease row to start off, and then I did a bunch of non-decrease rows until I got to this 3rd last row. I marked off my neck because I wanted a little bit of a neck dip here too, and then I decreased both rows. And since it was easier, since my yarn was already attached here, I just crocheted both sides together at the top, so now we have like a full piece here. I really hope fits me. Feeling promising. This is so awkward. Yeah, and I have room to do the double crochet regular row 2 for the neck, which is awesome. I shall do that now and see what it looks like. This looks so stupid. It looks so good. It looks so freaking professional. Like, what's happening? I keep forgetting that it's short and not gonna come down any further. Wow, yes, 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 yes. Now I'm gonna attach on and do the sleeves. I'm just confused about, or I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll just attach on and then do the same pattern around. I finished it last night. And which way does this go? Ugh. The arms are tighter, I think, than they were meant to be, but I can stretch it. Gotta complete the look. Plus, my hair's a mess. So I attached onto the armhole and then continued the same pattern, only I did some single crochet in the bottom just to make it like kind of turn down more, if you know what I mean, not have a bunch of stuff just in my armpit, uncomfortable like. And I also decreased quite a bit in the armpit just because it was way too big and now it's a bit too small. Sizing is an issue for me, apparently. Did all this like normal, just no increasing or decreasing. And then once I got to the last row of my mesh pattern, I decreased 5 times. Then I did a row of just double crochet in every stitch, like so. This used an entire thing of yarn and then some, so technically this cost like $5. A steal. Today we're making baby Kaylee's sweater. Only issue is I don't have the yarn for it. This is all the black I have left and this is all the white I have left. But I ordered more online because I didn't want to actually go to Michael's. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to leave the house. Is that too much to, yes it is. And it's supposed to be arriving today. It is 9:30. Like I tried tracking it and it just keeps saying over and over again that it has left the sorting facility and arrived at the sorting facility. Don't really know what's going on there, but it's supposed to be in today. So I'm just gonna get started on this because it starts in black. So hopefully by the time I finish doing that, maybe it'll be here. For this sweater, it is in panels, so we're just gonna do the front and back panel and then the sleeves all separate because one, that's how it is. Two, I don't like doing the same thing over and over. So if I do it in the round, it'll feel too much like me doing this again. So yeah, we'll start with the front. I'm just gonna chain enough to, it's a relatively fitted, well, it's not fitted, but for me, I would call it fitted. I'm used to extremely baggy. Just maybe do a chain like this long. First, I did a little sample test to see what size hook I should use, and I think this one is good. I'm using a 6.5 millimeter. Got lucky on my first try. Also, this sweater is knit. Forgot my hat wasn't on my hair. Ew. If you zoom into my very bad quality photos that I took, you may be able to see that it's knit, but it does look crocheted. Like the first time I seen it, I thought it was crochet. So really, I don't know. I'm gonna do double crochet. It looks like it, I think. Yeah. So I used the rest of my white. This is the front. The front and the back are both, oh, that's not the back. 58 stitches. I'm doing 3 rows for the black and 4 for the white, just because the white looks like there's a little bit more there. Then, since I can't do anything else with the yarn situation, I also started the sleeves. They're both 25 stitches wide. And that's all I can do for now, but it does say that it is on the vehicle for delivery. So who knows what time it'll get here. That was less than an hour ago, so... So I figured we may as well start Lexie's. I think Lexie's my bias for Vcha. Vcha. This is how much green we have and this is how much black we have left. So fun. It starts in green. So I'm just going to do the top down method for this one. I'm gonna chain enough to fit around the neck, to be where the neck is fitting. What? So I chained 65, which I think is about how, well, I don't know because I'm wearing a hoodie, it's hard to tell, but I'm cold. I don't want to take it off. It's chilly today. I'm going to make sure this doesn't get twisted and then slip stitch into the first chain to create a circle. I'm using a 5 millimeter hook. This one is also knit, but we are crocheting it. This is basically like a throwback to doing Taehyun's and Bomgyu's sweater as well as freaking Yeonjun's, like only this time it's crochet. So if you wanted to know how to crochet the ends, this is a little different. I don't know. We have our neck hole. I'm going to mark 4 places here where we are going to be increasing every row. I just randomly put in where I thought was right and then counted to make sure all of these have an even amount. I'm gonna do my first row working in the round, doing double crochets and increasing in every stitch that has the marker. So I just continued around the rounds, increasing every time in these 4 places. I think like I should have increased more at the beginning because it's shaped like this and that is not how shoulders are shaped, but this is how I learned to do it about a month ago. So and now I'm out of yarn. This is as much black as I have left and the green, I have this much left. We will start the arms when the rest of the yarn comes in. It came in a box. I was expecting a bag, but that's fine because boxes smell good. I really hope I ordered green. I did! I have 2! Go me! Oh, and an extra green that I wanted. This one's so soft. Oh no, it's not. It was the last time I got it. It's okay. Why did I only get 1 black? I swear I ordered 3 blacks and I got my 3 whites. The freak! And then I also got this denim color that I needed for a different video that I already finished. So I don't know why I got it. I was feeling not great about, I don't know. I was just like, never again will I be without this color when I need it. Nice! This box will probably sit over here for a good 3 weeks. C'est la vie! That's so upsetting though. I swear I ordered 3 blacks. Plus, why isn't this soft? The last few ones that I've gotten have been so freaking soft. I guess not. Anyway, where are we? I did start doing the sleeve on one side because I took apart a project that didn't really turn out very well, so I could use the black for it. And then I used the rest of the green that I had. Basically, what I did was I connected a chain from here to here. See? Slip knot. I'm getting so good at saying that. I attached it to one of the corners where we were increasing, where the stitch marker is, just because that does create like a corner and that just looks better. In my opinion, you can do whatever you want. I'm gonna be difficult and I'm going to do this while it is on me. Hello? Also, something really sad just happened in the K-drama I'm watching. I'm just gonna take a moment. This is my life now. Why do I suck at chaining? Oh, I'm using the wrong freaking hook. Gosh dang it. I keep cleaning up this area here and my bed, and within a day it is all quite a mess again. So stressful. I chained a chain and then I wrapped it around kind of to see how long I needed it to be to not like freaking cut into my armpit. Then I, again, making sure this doesn't get twisted at all, just slip stitch it to the other corner piece in the back, and voila, you have a circle now and you can just start crocheting in the round. I don't know yet if I'm gonna have to decrease or not. I will keep you updated. There is some distressing in this, so I will show you what I'm doing for it. This is what it ends up looking like, and basically it's so simple. I'm just pulling this long before starting the next stitch, skipping some stitches. I think I'll skip 3 for this one, and then just do your double crochet like normal in this one. Chador looks so much nicer than any of my knit ones ever looked. So I'm happy. And when you want to end the distressing, you just chain as many as you skipped, or I guess as many as you want. And then since we need to get to the same height, you just wrap around this before inserting and do a double crochet in here instead of like slip stitching. And then you'll just work into this chain on the next round. I finished it! I only did the distressing on one side because I was lazy. I don't know how these work because this always gets stuck, and then how do you... Is that... Sure. So I just worked the sleeves in the round, decreasing randomly as I went, keeping it relatively loose. This side is looser than this side because I didn't decrease the same on both sides, which is why you should record what you do. And then in the last row of the green, I decreased a lot and then just did regular double crochet all the way around, an extra few rows for the last bit because I don't know what's on her arms. It doesn't look like this is part of the sweater, but also it does, so I don't know. But so I just made this like this. Oh my gosh, I'm out of breath just talking. I don't move much lately. Honestly, it doesn't look as good as I thought it would. It was looking better earlier. Maybe it would look better with tighter sleeves, I don't know. I have also been working on Kaylee's sweater. I finished the front piece, which I double crocheted like normal till I got to the third white row. I did 1 row like normal of that, and then I went in about 5 stitches just by slip stitching, and then I decreased for the first 2 rows after that to make the like little arm thingamajigger, and then to make the neck hole in the last row of the black I left that, and then I had to get creative with this part because it was very much squared off and I couldn't get it like rounded. So what I ended up doing was decreasing single crochet in this last row and then slip stitching it to here and then slip stitching back 2, then chaining and going back into double crochet for this. Also, I decreased here but 3 together because usually only do 2 together. I did 3 together, and then it was just the regular decrease 2 together for the remaining rows. The back is the exact same, only you can see the neck thing is higher. I just did 1 row extra on either side of the like neck hole, and the only thing that matters is that the same amount of stitches are in here and here and here and here. Oh my gosh, I am sweating with this on. Also, I was so annoyed when I realized I forgot that I was using a different hook. Like I was using a larger hook for this than I did for this, and then I ended up finishing this and then using the same hook again for the rest of this, which like, I don't know, it's fine, but like, ugh. But now I'm scared because, well, I'm going to stitch these together, right? Just like normal, we stitch the shoulders, we stitch the sides together, probably do just like a single crochet alongside. I don't like sewing, and this is fine. It's all good. It's a little bit of a oh, see, because it's too cropped. I was sitting down and I was like, yep, that's right. But when I it'll be a bit more cropped than I was thinking, which it wouldn't have happened if I was using the right size hook, okay? Because I was focusing more on the stripes, where the stripes were on Kaylee, the neck being black, for example, and the white being where this thing starts. Regrets It's whatever. I'll go back to the larger size for the sleeves just for fun. What the problem is now is when you do the sleeves like this, the only sleeves I've ever done before have been just like squared off, like the body's square and the sleeves just come like out of that. I did a little bit of shaping for this by doing the like single crochets for the few rows here, but that's as far as I've gotten. And I know the general shape of how a sleeve's supposed to be, like it's supposed to be like that, which just is like, why and how does that work? And so I looked it up and turns out it's a lot of math, like so much math. They have like the freaking, what is it called? It's been so long. I remember when we were like, when will I ever use this? Now is when you'll use it. Pythagorean theorem. Counting and multiplying and dividing alone is hard enough for me while doing all these projects. I am not. What the freak is all of this? No. So I'm gonna make a sleeve that shape, but I'm just going to wing it and hope for the best, because like I have this right where, what the freak? I'll just freaking, I don't know, I'll stitch this together and then I'll be like, I'll just figure it out. I'll just figure it out, because I'm not. Even if I wanted to figure it out, I couldn't. I dropped out of AP Calculus because no matter how, okay, I didn't put in that much work, but I did extra work outside of assigned work for that class. I still got 70s. So this is I'm not. Okay, wait, because it's so cute. If I could just get the sleeves right, this will be good. It looks great. It looks right. If only it was soft. For some reason, this is so hard. The one time I make a sweater with it, it's like crispy. So sad. Oh my gosh, and it matches the hat. How freaking perfect. So apparently you're supposed to leave the sides open while you do that. This is the shoulder sewed together and then these are the sides, but I already put it all together. This is my first attempt at the sleeve and it's not great. It's not supposed to be a square, it's supposed to be more rounded, but it's already gonna be too long to fit on here. So I'm going to try to sew it on now and see kind of what exactly I do need to fix about it. And also I'm just really hoping that it just works. I just hope it works. First step, I am marking the middle stitch here. Second step is undoing my previous work. This side seam that I did earlier, it just seems like it'll be easier. To undo it and then, hello? What's going on here? Just so it's easier to see what I'm doing here. What am I doing here? I have no idea. So I have this right side, or no, I'll lay it out like this. This is the armhole here. And then I have the sleeve, which basically I'm pretty sure you line up like this and then stitch. This is so awkward here. And this is my seam, which means this is where the middle has to be, which right now it's pretty perfect. The only problem is this was supposed to be more round. I was gonna do 2 more rows, but then I realized it was gonna be too big if I kept going, so this is what we have. I don't know what way a square top will leave it. It'll probably have like kind of cornery, pokey outy shoulders maybe, I don't know. We'll find out. I did learn something super smart from the video that I watched earlier. You stick your, like you make, what? You use a big long piece of string, then I'm actually sewing this time. Maybe that's what's messing with my brain. You stick it in through here so that you have 2 sides to work with, and then you go down one side with this string and one side with this string, and wow, I feel like a seamstress. The person in the video I watched seemed very skilled though, and I'm just freaking jamming the needle in wherever I can. Okay, that was a lot faster than crocheting it. Wow, maybe I don't hate sewing. If I could call what I did sewing, I don't know. It's more like basting. It was really rough, but now I have the shoulder. Actually, let's look at this. Oh, what? It's not too shabby. It's not super obvious. Wow, I'm gonna sew all my seams now. Don't hold me to that. I think it is definitely creating a bit of a corner though, but I did sew it like the corners a bit, like it went in a little bit, rounded it off a little bit. So I don't know if it'll be obvious when I wear it. For now, I'm going to use the remaining part of one of my strings for sewing up the sleeve, and then I'll use the other one for sewing side of the body again. I'm nervous. I probably shouldn't try it on with a sweater on, but I'm cold. So if I can get away with it, I shall. The stitching isn't super neat, but like it's neater than my crocheting was, so I'm not even upset about having to undo that anymore. Well, it's fitting, it's going on. You can see, yeah, you can see the square. But is it obvious if I didn't point it out? It's a little bulky, it's a little weird, but I'm also wearing a sweater underneath. Okay, just one sec. Better? Same? Worse? Why is the neck so weird? I didn't notice that the neck was weird before. Is it weird? Okay, you know what? I think I just made the sleeve too wide. Kaylee's isn't as wide. And plus it's crochet, so it's gonna look bulkier anyway. Oh my gosh, no. Okay, I couldn't see it properly because this thing's so small, but you can see the shoulders sticking out. Like shoulder pads. Cruella de Vil. I don't know what to do because the sleeve length is good. Everything else is good. Ah, it's warm. This arm is so cold. For my first time, it was pretty good. Honestly, I think I would just re-sew it. I wouldn't even re-sew it. That's a lie. I think I'd have to unsew it all to re-sew it without it getting like super bulky there, and then it would stick up again anyway. You know what? It's a style. I'm leaving it. I'm gonna crochet the next sleeve exactly the same as the first one. I would like to try to do it differently to see if that would make it better, but then I would have two different sleeves because I'm not willing to redo the first one. But I will try. Hello? I'll sew it differently and then we'll see if that would have made a difference. And I'm so happy that I actually took notes this time. Notes that literally no one else will understand. I won't even understand them in a few days probably. But thank you. Thank me. I sewed my freaking second arm the wrong way. See, this is the wrong side, obviously, and this is the right side. I really don't know what it's gonna take for me to finally learn to double check before sewing things together because this has happened so many times. This time, after fixing it, I made a point of really leaving out these corners so that I sew it in the shape that it's actually meant to be. But I feel like, yes, this will maybe fix the shape, but it also may just look exactly the same because this will create some extra bulk and also make the corners stick out a little bit, so we'll see. The moment of truth has arrived. What do we think? Actually, which arm was it? I think it was this arm. Oh, I did do a better job, I think. Look at that. I mean, it's not the greatest, but it's good to know that I can avoid doing all the math and that it just takes some trial and error if I wanted to perfect it. And although I'm not going to fix this because I don't want to, it's good to know that this is possible. Also, I think it's cute. Just a second. I like it. It looks like Kaylee's in this little tiny screen here. Well, other than this one, a bit too wide. I feel like it should have stayed in a bit. And also, I feel like the kind of yarn hers was made with would be like more luxurious. But like the crochet look matches her sweater, even though her sweater is knit. So yay! I'll be wearing my hat because 'tis another bad hair day, as per usual. Just wait, no, okay, because the cut is perfect. Like, look how cute that is. I would be cold wearing this because of the neck thing, but I could always go back. It won't be like Kaylee's, but I'll add on like a little neck thing. Cool. And we have one more. Technically, not really, but I just realized the other day that I've already made something from the A2K thing. Like, this is Taehyun's sweater from the Do It Like That music video. But another reason I made it was because JYP wore the exact same one in the A2K audition. So I also have this one for the A2K thing, but it's a separate video. You can go watch that after if you want to. But for now, c'est fini. And I hate to be like sappy or whatever, or like I love it, but I'm just so happy because this channel is growing so fast now. I'm also super close to getting monetized, which is like super cool. Like how, like, you're gonna give me money for this? Wow. What I'm trying to say is thank you. Thank you so much.